Hi guys, it's Katie, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my biggest obsession, which is blush. And I am completely hooked and obsessed, and I need to stop buying so much blush because I'm just literally obsessed with it. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite blushes, along with the tools I like to apply them with, and also be initiating a really fun little giveaway for this MAC blush. So stay tuned to the end to see how you can win this in a mystery color. I'm not going to be sharing you guys the color until the end, so stay tuned to that. And yeah, so keep on watching. Don't go anywhere. I'll be watching you. So first I'm going to go through just the 3 basic tools that I use to apply my blush. I have 3 different ones, or 3 different ways to apply blush. Sometimes I'll be stuck in a certain phase when I really want to use one brush over another. And so, I mean, I'm sure you guys have the same kind of thing. Or just whatever is in reach and I can just grab in the morning, I use. But anyway, I have 3 different brushes that I would, reach for if I had the chance. I don't know. I like these 3 brushes for applying blush, so that's really it. The first one, I'm going to go through the biggest to smallest, I guess. First one is kind of wobbly, and this is a really old brush, and it's the pink ones. It was before Sigma renamed their brushes, so it is the SS187. It's really rubbing off. It's from Sigma. It's the pink brush set, so I'm pretty sure they still have the pink one. It's the pearl pink or something. And then this is a stippling brush, actually, so it's not necessarily a blush brush, but I read in a magazine once. I think it was it's one that I don't really read that much, Elle or something, so I don't really get Elle magazine. I like Teen Vogue and 17 the most. A celebrity was saying that they use a stippling brush to apply their blush because it goes on softer, and for a while I was really convinced that I did not need very much makeup, and because I'm so fair, I can't use cool looking blush because, I mean, I'm totally over that now. I am all for the cool statement blush, but back then, back when I was still a youngin', because it goes on very soft and it doesn't apply a whole lot of color. So this is the first, the brush that I like to use, and I still will use it occasionally if I don't really want my blush to be as, noticeable. So this is a really great brush. Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush, and this is a new brush, so it is numbered correctly, and it's the F35. It's a really basic, just tapered brush, and it's actually, here's a comparison with the brush in my thumb, so it is a little bit bigger, and I actually thought this was going to be a whole lot bigger when I ordered it online, because I think everything looks bigger online than it does in person. I don't know why they do that, but I guess it's a marketing ploy to kind of make it so, oh, you're going to get so much more than you actually get, sorry, sorry about that. Our mistake, no. Anyway, this brush is amazing. I'm really happy I got it. I got it on Cyber Monday, so it's the day after Black Friday, and it was really cheap, and I'm pretty sure it still is. I think it's $13. Okay, I'm awful at guessing prices though, you guys know that. I really recommend it for anybody, any skill level. It's really great to, buff the product into place and figure out where you want it, because it really applies in small strokes, so it won't be overwhelming like a powder brush. So I like this brush. And then lastly, but certainly not least, is my little baby friend, the Bare Essentials Angled Blush Brush. It's very basic again, but it's just angled, so it's a whole lot easier to get right there and just, sculpt it in. I don't contour and I don't use bronzer just because that's how I am, but this is a really great brush for all face work, I guess you could say. Not Botox, makeup. Anyway, I love this brush and I really recommend it to anybody, along with the other 2 that I just mentioned, so love these. And okay, now onto the fun part, the blush. And the first one is in palette form, and I'm not really going in any particular order, but this one's just the one in the palette, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to show the one in the palette, or the ones, it's plural. This is the Sedona Lace 10 blush palette, so it has 10 very unique blushes in here, all different colors, of course. I mean, why would you have all 10 of the same color? That's okay. Anyway, Katie, focus. So, it ranges from corals and oranges up here, down to peaches and baby pinks, and then this weird, I don't know what this duo is really, it's kind of I don't know, a sandy color. And then my favorites down here, the pop pink, the doll pink, Barbie pink, whatever you want to call it. Whoops, I keep on tilting the camera, sorry. This is almost an exact dupe for this blush right here. And this palette, by the way, guys, is only $15 or $15.95 or something like that. You get 10 blushes in here, and that's like having, a blush for $1.50 each, and that is a great price. I think I can do math, is that true? 150 times 10. Yeah, it's $15. $150 per blush, and that is a great price. Not even drugstore brands can beat that, so I'm definitely all for this palette. This is definitely the venue you should take, and I really, really recommend it, especially for beginners because it is inexpensive. So anyway, this one, you know, is $20, and this whole palette is $15. So, I mean, you can buy one of these or one of these, and I mean, take your pick. I honestly, I would go for this one, but today I'm actually wearing this blush because it's more of a, it's more of a muted pink. Like, it still is very bright. And in a blush, I really like bright colors, but this one's kind of more of a muted, like taffy pink almost, but like a little bit muted. Yeah, I don't really know how to explain blush colors because they're all pink to me. I mean, look at this. And it's from Sedona Lace, and I'll put the link in the down bar to all the information that you'll need to know about this palette. And I'm going to get tongue-tied here in a second because I just am talking way too fast. So back to the color converting blush from Stila, who is unfortunately who. I just called it a who. I guess this is a girl. Let's name it like Stelila or something. I don't know how I got that. It's just like the first thing that came in my head. I thought like, hey there Delilah, and then like it's Stila, so Stelila. This blush is a color converting blush, meaning that it converts to the pH in your skin. And I actually talked about this in another video, but it's extremely bright. Totally me, like totally my flavor. And when I actually purchased it, I thought of Rose186, who's ardent, and I totally hope to meet her someday. She's like my role model, and I hope to be more like her because she's just so laid back and funny. She's the exact, or like very close to, the same skin color as me, so a lot of the products that she gets like looks great on me, and that's why I like watching gurus that have the same complexion as me because it's easier to find products that work because, I mean, my skin is a very big factor in a lot of products because some things that look good on tan skin girls don't really look very good on me, and vice versa. Back to the whole Arden and blush tangent. Arden wears a lot of these colored blushes, like really, really bright pink shades on her face, like as blush, and like she wears the winged eyeliner. And I'm not trying to copy her or anything, but she's got great style going on. I feel like she would be the kind of girl to get this blush. So when I saw it in the store, I thought I have to get it, and I don't know whether she has it, but she should because this is a great blush. It's really, really bright, but it's extremely buildable, so you can build it to the certain color that your face, you know. I don't know the whole story behind the pH thing, but it works well for me, and that's all I know, so I'm going to stick with it. Even though it was $20, which is kind of steep, I mean, it's a great blush, and it's going to last me a long time. And it's like little and cute, and I just like, I don't know, I like it. So Stelila is a winner here in my book. Whoa. Next on the agenda are the cream blush family. Not a powdery consistency at all or anything like matte or anything. They're usually extremely hydrating but shiny and can be bad for girls with oily skin, so I recommend this for all you dry skin ladies out there, you know, fist pumped, you know. Sorry, I can't do that. Anyway, the Cream Rouge blushes are from NYX, and these, I guess, are drugstore, so I kind of lied when I said that there aren't very many drugstore products. I'm pretty sure that NYX is a semi-drugstore brand. You can get them at Ulta, I know for sure, because that's where I got these ones from, and I totally am in love with them because they're a really great consistency, and they kind of remind me of like melted taffy or something. I'm gonna swatch them, that's what I'm doing on here. This one is in Glow, and this is the swatch for that. So even from this distance, you guys can see how extremely pigmented this is, and that is what I love in any blush, but a cream blush to be particular, to be precise, be particular, I don't know. The other blush is in Rose Petal, and I heard about this, and I just kicked the tripod. This is the first one I got, and then I went and got this one because I felt like this one wasn't pigmented enough. But anyway, so this is kind of like a more orangey, peachy toned one, so I'll put it next to it so you guys can see the comparison. These really, really remind me of lipstick. If you're one of those people that puts like lipstick on their cheeks to like rub it in and make it look like blush, you will love cream blushes because they're basically the same thing. I mean, I wouldn't try putting these on your lips, like I'm not really sure about that, but, and this is the swatch for the second one in Glow. It's more of an orangey color, so if you're more that kind of person, then you will like this. I think that they're about $4.95, but watch me be like $10 off, who knows, but these are a really great price, and you can buy like 4 of these for the price of this Stila one right here. So, you know, take your pick. Again, you know, it's really all up to you guys, the consumer. So yeah, think about it. I really like these ones. I tend to steer away from the cream blushes when I have a lot of breakouts because when I put it over my foundation, it kind of, whoopsie, rubs it. It kind of rubs it the wrong way, you know, rubs it away. I was trying to make a little pun there, but it kind of rubs it away and makes my acne stand out even more. So I do try to steer away from these when I'm, you know, in acne season, so that would be right now. So I haven't used these since summer, but they're great for the summer, and I guess any time of the year. The Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blushes, and I'm sure you guys have heard a ton about these because who has done the video on this? MacBarbie07 put these in her Christmas haul. Carly Crispin did a video on these blushes, and she didn't really do a whole video. She did like a video on like her favorite products or something. I don't know what she did, but she was talking about these blushes, and she was giving them great reviews. So this hot little number is in 40 $2.95, Orchid Rush, Hush. It's in Hush. Orchid Hush. And that's a pretty cool name. I wouldn't have been able to come up with that. But it's kind of like a purpley pink. So kind of like cotton candy-ish, but a little bit darker and more purpley dark muted. I don't know. I like muted blushes. Not really like dark as in color, but like dark as in tint or shade. I'm not sure how long these are gonna last me, so if I buy a bunch of them, like I don't know if they're gonna be up by like summer when I'm actually gonna wanna wear them a whole lot more, but I'm hoping these never get discontinued because they're gonna be a great summer blush. So going back to the powder blushes, I have a few more favorites, and I mean, the first one is kind of a little bit not so much a powder blush. I'm kind of stretching it, but it is a mineralized skin finish from MAC. And this is the one in Semi-Precious Crystal Pinks. It's from the Semi-Precious, or the, Semi-Precious? Is that what it's called? I forget. Yeah, Semi-Precious collection that they had like a few months back. This is a great blush or mineralized skin finish or highlight, whatever you want to do, because it has this cool little rim to it. So it's like around the edge is more like a highlight shade. So I use this above my blush, just like, you know, sweep it up above my blush, and it makes my face look so dewy and fresh, and I love it. The middle is more like a blush shade, but it comes out very dark when I, you know, mix it together and put it on my skin as a blush. It's almost like a bronzer or like a contour, so I'd be very careful with that. I like this more for a highlight than a blush, and these ones in particular can be used for so many different ways. Anne-Marie did a video about these a while back, and that's what caused me to go buy them. Next is a blush that I had been obsessed with for a long time, and it is my old reliable NARS Deep Throat, and I know the name is kind of, you know, scandalous, whoop, but wait, it's not scandalous, is it? Yeah, like promiscuous girl. Anyway, this is the blush. It's kind of like a almost like toasted pink, like kind of like burnt. Like, you know, the color of when you get a really bad sunburn, like you were laying out and you fell asleep with your hand like this, like I did once. You guys know I sleep oddly, so my hand, like I had a sunburn mark of my hand on my back. Like I was this color. So this is kind of like a burnt, almost salmon-y pink. So like, you know, the color of like a lobster before you eat it. And I don't like seafood, so I wouldn't know, but I mean, from the pictures, this is kind of like a lobster color. And it is Deep Throat, as I said. Not lying when I say that. They have orgasm and a lot of other things like sex something, I think they have also. So, I mean, NARS has some very creative names. Not sure where they got them from, but who knows? I mean, yeah. Sarcasm, you know, I'm trying to use it there. I really like the consistency of the NARS blushes. They are kind of expensive, $25. It's kind of steep for a blush. It's like the most expensive one I showed you today, I think, so far, other than the skin finish. So use at your own risk because it is expensive and you will get addicted very fast and want to buy like 10 more. But I resisted the urge with MAC blushes, which leads me to my next and final blush that I'm going to show you guys today, which is my MAC Well Dressed blush, and it's my all-time favorite. I mean, I've only had it for like 3 weeks or something like that, maybe a month, and I am already hooked and obsessed. I'm gonna buy it and buy it and buy it once it hits pan and everything like that. Very, very buildable, as I've said a lot in this video, and I know you guys are getting tired. If I could get a dime for every time I've said buildable, consistency, or I recommend this to you guys in this video, I would be like, you know, a rich mama right now. It works so well on every skin color. And my sister, she's kind of like, you know, darker skin than me. She got lucky, girl. I don't know how it happened, but she would look good in this blush. I mean, my mom, who is a whole different skin color than me, and my sister, who's kind of more in the middle of us, she would look good with this blush, and like, I could name so many people, and like, I could put it on them, and they would look flawless, girl. So I like this blush. I recommend it to everybody, and one lucky winner will be winning this blush because I'm giving it away. 1, get your parents' permission if you're under 18, because you are gonna have to give me your full name and address. And secondly, you have to comment with your favorite blush or your favorite blush that I talked about today. So your like favorite pick of mine. And yeah, that's all you have to do. I will conclude this giveaway in approximately 3 weeks to a month. I don't know, because I have midterms and I don't want to have to deal with that stress. So anyway, do that. You guys will get a chance to win this blush. It is brand new in the packaging. Don't worry about that. So that's my video. Hope you guys enjoyed and maybe learned a thing or two. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.